Today we're going to discuss ball position. When we ask our players where should the ball go, you get different answers from different people depending on what they've read lately. You'll hear some people say, well, like a Jack Nicklaus. He'll state that the ball should be off your left heel on every shot you play throughout your bag. Then they'll have somebody like Lee Trevino who will say you need to play your short irons in the middle of your stance, and as your clubs get longer, you want to progressively move the ball farther forward toward your left heel. What I want to clarify with you is they're both correct. The issue is how wide is their stance. If I'm Jack Nicklaus and I'm playing a short iron, he played with a relatively narrow stance. So when he's hitting a 9-iron, which I'm hitting right here, his stance was no wider than here. What that does is places the center of his body, if I drop a line right down from my nose, just on the back side of the ball. Now if I was Lee Trevino and I stood this wide, you would see that my nose now moves farther back behind the ball. What this means is now I can't play the ball off my left heel as Nicklaus did, is I have to move the ball back to where my nose is just behind the ball. So ball position is a reflection of where the center of our body is relative to the ball, not necessarily where it is in our stance. Our general goal is to try, as the clubs are shorter, our center or our nose is more on top of the ball, and as the clubs get longer, we need the center to get more behind the ball. What we try to do here at the Aviar Golf Academy is keep it pretty simple. We like to see the ball somewhere around 2 inches inside the left heel for all the clubs, and all you end up doing is get a little wider until you get to your driver, and then on your driver you move the ball forward. So this is how we go. Short irons, ball roughly 2 inches off the left heel, center just behind the ball. If I move to a middle iron, I'm keeping the ball roughly in the same place, but I've widened up my stance a little bit. Now my center is somewhere around 1.5 inches to 2 inches behind the ball. As I move from a medium iron to a longer iron or a fairway wood, I've now kept the ball roughly the same. I've maxed out my width of my stance to roughly the inside point of my two heels and the width of my shoulders. And now my nose is roughly 2 inches to 2.5 inches behind the ball. As I make the adjustment for the driver, what I do is I put the ball now up to the left heel. With the ball up on the left heel, now my center is roughly 4 to 4.5 inches behind the ball, which helps me hit this ball with an upward arc versus a downward arc. So I just move the ball forward from here, I make the same swing, catch the ball in the right path. So work on your ball position, it'll help get you more consistent in your game. Good luck.